Okay, I'm on Sunrise. I'm in this magical city called Fort Lauderdale. What I'm about to do is probably illegal in several states. Well, first of all, I should have buckled up ahead of time. My name is Steve McCrae. I am a teacher, but I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm trying to be an entrepreneur, and I have this idea. We can be cultural ambassadors. Each of us can build bridges. buildinginternationalbridges.org, first website. I want us to be more visually and active, visualandactive.com. I want us to have dynamic classes. So if you invite me to sit with some parents, I can show them how to fix their schools, how to get students interested again. I can have little workshops with students and say, look, you have the power. There's more of you than there are of teachers and administrators. Parents, there are more of you than teachers and administrators. Together, you guys have power. You know this. It's just, I have the information, but I don't have the power to change the school. You have the power to change the school. You just need some information. Bigpicture.org, that's another one. So, we were talking about cultural ambassadors. If you're a cultural ambassador, you can walk into a room and change someone's life with your perspective. I teach English to people from other countries. These people come here, they're paying, like, what is it, $2,000 a month to be able to get the American accent. Yes, I have one, but you have one too. And so it's not so much that you can explain what a predicate nominative is, or to break a sentence into the one of 12 tenses. Please, that's not what they're after. They don't need the teacher talk. They don't need me to talk about a compound verb or phrasal verb. No, please. They want your accent. I'm addressing this to students, especially Colby's friends. Anyone who gets this message, I was inspired to do this because Colby came to my school. He came with his brother, Branson, starts with a B. And the two of them made such an impression on my students. They had questions for them. They wanted to know, wow, you're a real teenager. You're a real local. You came into our school and talked for 2 hours. That was community service. That's good. Plus, Colby's getting community service for the emails that he's writing. Now imagine doing community service while sitting behind a computer in an air-conditioned room. That sure beats going outside and washing cars for community service, right? So, he also got the email addresses of people, my students, who come from Europe, South America, Asia. And when he someday travels to those places, he will have somebody he can sit down with at a coffee table and say, hey, what should I see while I'm in your beautiful city? That does not happen by buying a book. That happens because you made a connection. You made the effort. You were a cultural ambassador. Do you see what I'm getting at? Now, your learning style may not be sufficient for or appropriate for this random approach that I'm giving you. Teachers2teachers.com, by the way. Teachers to teachers. Spell it all out. Teachers with an S, T-O, teachers with an S.com. If you go to that site, what do you see? You see a list of countries. You see a list of email addresses, because people in those countries have told me, sure, Steve, you can ask your other students to contact me. You have just become one of my students if you send me an email address. You say, look, Steve, I'm interested in becoming a conversation assistant. I want to be certified. I want to learn how to bring U.S. culture into a classroom. And just by walking into my classroom, you are doing that. You have the ability to change somebody's life because their parents paid for them to come to Fort Lauderdale to study English in a classroom from 9 a.m. to 1 o'clock, and now I'm going to go to the beach and go to the Sawgrass Mill and then go to Orlando on the weekend, and I never meet anybody local. No, because, you know, who wants to talk with someone who has an accent? But imagine the power. You walking in saying, "Hi, where are you from?" And then you also have a map. You say, "Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. The capital of your country is," right? If you can do that, so your city, is it anywhere near Rio, or is it near Brasilia, or I know about Ticino, Lugano, and Geneva, Zurich, Bern, Basel. Which city is closest to your little village? See? Now, someone from Switzerland will be very impressed that an American teenager can list 5 cities in Switzerland, because most U.S. students can't do that. We've been trained to, I don't know, work really hard on quadratic equations. Oh, that's so important for life. Okay? So, you can join me in this venture. This is an adventure. Please contact me, freeenglishlessons@gmail.com. This also means please call me, 954-646-8246. Yes, 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 I should remember, we're not all audio learners, right? So, here's a really good way to do it. I'm going to find a pen. Steve without a pen? Is that possible? All right. So I'm not perfectly organized here. Are you ready? Here it goes. 9, 5, 4, 6, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6. Okay. 954-646-8246. I want you to become a visual and active person. Yes, 954, oh, mucho. You will receive a CD, yes, for your efforts. I have a CD for you. It's waiting right here. This CD has 201 books on it. I have another CD that you can use, or you can use just the contents of that CD. You can go on to youtube.com/freeenglishlessons and then look for It Sounds Like. And that right there is my video that explains how to divide U.S. pronunciations. Okay? We've got a couple of minutes here. We have A, E, I, O, U. So you have hate, pet, bite, or this is Pete, this is hope, and this is cute. Then you take away, now you have another 10. Hat, pet, bit, hop, cut. Then of course there's dog and saw, that's a sound. House, foot, could, right? And then how about oi, boy, oil. That right there, 5 plus 5, and then these 4. There are 14 sounds in English, these vowel sounds. So if you can take any word, like the word money, and say, you know, that sounds like cut. Cut and money have the same sound. You can be a visual and active conversation assistant. I'm looking for you. I hope you will write to me. Thank you. 954, oh, mucho.